Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Jets going up against the Colts.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, at Lucas Oil Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Indianapolis Colts. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
The first carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Come on, let's go! 190! 190! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
They run it here. Where? And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here we go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Brissett on 3rd and 2. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Come on, let's go! 190! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
2nd down, Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
On 3rd down, Brissett. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the run, it's Ware. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
He's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Come on, let's go!
On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go! We got three, fellas, we got three!
They run again with Ware. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Here we go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go!
This is 3rd and goal. Brissett being chased out left. He may try and run for touchdown, Colts. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football.
Second down following the run.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Play action now. Brissett looking deep for Gabriel. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, Leopard. All right, now,
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
All right, now, look at 56.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On play action, it's Mahomes. Letting one go deep for a noon. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Colts getting ready to go.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round.
It starts with a carry by Langford. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round. 50, Mike. 50. Flex round. Flex round. You ain't going nowhere. Here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go. What? 90. What? Flex round. Flex round.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Here we go. Flex round. QB drop. QB drop. Ohio. Ohio. Come on. Ohio. Ohio. Get up, Brown. Get up.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Al Woods able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mahomes now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hodges. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you get...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Look at the dance and the juke. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Over.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio.
Here's Brissett. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Ross on the return. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's second down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Second down throw for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and a mile. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. So we've reached, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Mahomes going to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Detroit!
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed. Good.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Come on, let's go!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Let's go! White, Nazi! White, Nazi! Ohio!
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here we go! Man 30, next round! Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Come on! Ohio! Ohio! Next round! Next round!
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? They sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now it's Mahomes again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jabal Sheard coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And now here's a carry heading left. Ware gets hit and the ball is loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
Now they try the right side here. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38! Ohio!
Brissett from the gun on third. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38! Flex round! Flex round!
A first down throw for Brissett. Going deep for Moncrief. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! He's coming!
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The Colts on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 15. Again, it's Brissett. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Muhammad Wilkerson able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going deep for Mudd, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Come on, let's go.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
All right, here we go. No, Jack, Patrick.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now. Back there in Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jabal Sheard in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack.
Here we go now.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now here's Mahomes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. 1, 2, 1.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Colts send out their punter. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. New York set to take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Here's Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got a noon one. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. Nowhere to go here, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A swing pass caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter, and the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans have got it in cruise control right now. A win would be their first of the young season. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. 23 yards on the play.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51, Atlanta?
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
23 yards on the play.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bucky Hodges, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Let's go! Brad 38!
Brissett to throw on first. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Let's go!
From the red zone now, Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do